Witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie, I'm Mysticle, and I'll be bringing you the latest in AR and VR news. I hope you're all doing absolutely amazing today, and as usual you have chapters down below to skip to any specific part of this video that you might be most interested in. With that being said, let's get right into it. So, for the very beginning of this video, we're going to talk about V78 and V79 PTC coming out. Because yes, V78 is already out for Quest and tons of you have received it with millions of bug fixes, and V79 PTC is coming out. So, first of all, we are apparently looking at another version of Navigator, as Meta has listened to the feedback, and some users now are apparently receiving an updated version of Navigator that is entirely see-through, unlike the one with the opaque background that we had before. And of course you can see clips going above me right now. From Luna on Twitter, looks like Meta is testing a version of Navigator without the purple occlusion gradient and just the floating UI elements. People are saying that this actually works out quite a bit better. However, I can actually see why Meta maybe didn't see this as the best idea originally. I think it may end up having the same issue as liquid glass for Apple, because depending on what you actually view this on, you know, with the background of course being your background, you may not necessarily be able to read some text elements or see some notifications. Honestly, I would just give that to the user and allow us to set it to whatever people want to set it to. Let me know what you think of this version of Navigator and which one do you have running on your headset right now. Meta is apparently also testing the capture of 2D windows on Horizon OS, but Luna isn't sure if this is specifically part of V79 PTC Plus or not. So looking at the screenshot here, select the view you want to share. A browser will be able to share and capture your selection. Before using third-party apps, please review their policies to make sure you're comfortable with how they handle your data. And you can see here Luna using Discord in order to showcase this. This is a feature that has existed on Android for a while. As a matter of fact, if I pick up my phone now and go to the screen record tab, you can see here that I have the option to either record the entire screen or record a certain app. So that is pretty cool. More options to the user and hopefully better 2D recording as well as of course, you know, all the privacy additions that this adds too. Looks like Meta has been quite privacy focused recently. It's either that or they're just adding features of Android into Horizon OS and slowly catching up. A potential Gorilla Tag Quest bundle has been spotted, so you know, it looks like we might slowly be seeing Quest headsets come out with certain themes. And I actually really like the idea of this. We've seen the Xbox themed Quest now, but honestly, if you really think about it, that's kind of weird. It's a console themed by a console. Meanwhile, consoles like the Sony PlayStation and multiple Xbox consoles have come out themed towards games in the past. So I would love to see the exact same thing happen with Quest. Perhaps a Quest comes out themed kind of Gorilla Tag or Star Wars or something like that. I think it would be really, really cool and end up being quite a cool limited edition item, because I assume that's what they would make it, a limited edition item. By the way, I'm not sure how many of you guys remember, but the Iron Man themed Samsung Galaxy S6. I don't know, just came into my mind right now. But yeah, game or movie themed devices. Pretty cool, nothing new, but we haven't seen a Meta Quest themed in that way yet. I themed my Quest 1. Actually, let me go grab that. Even this is, I think that's pretty cool, you know? And it would be awesome if Meta could start selling something like this by default. Apparently the CV1 may have been removed from the supported list inside the PC software. I certainly hope this isn't the case, but by Fiend420, in the Quest link app, Meta have added the Quest 3S Xbox edition to the setup, which in turn removed the Oculus Rift CV1 from the headset list. What is the correct answer here? Why on earth do we need the Meta Quest 3S Xbox edition as an additional headset inside the headset selection menu? It's the exact same thing as the Quest 3S, it just looks a little bit different. Why does it need to be its very own selection, and why do we need to remove the CV1? That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. I hope that's a bug, and I hope it comes back. Also, Fiend says, you can still set up a CV1 by plugging it in. but how did they not catch this? Yeah, I'm thinking it's a bug, and I don't think that's the way it's actually supposed to happen. Folders are once again broken on V79 PTC, so if you guys remember, with V77, we had this issue. Luna reported it, but it looks like they're broken once again. From June 3rd, Meta seems to have resolved the unknown sources issue in Navigator's library, and app icons have a new hover animation. But now Luna says the folder population seems to be buggy in V79 once again. So yeah, I mean, this is a public test channel. That's what it's there for. It's there so that users can test it out and find bugs. I just hope that this time, when people find those bugs, Meta actually take them into account and fix them. Unlike what they did with V77, you know, as we found out recently, they decided they had to release the update even though they didn't fix the issues. So hopefully that's not the case here, and the full version of V79 rolls out without problems like this. Here's a pretty awesome one, as apparently the system UI may just be getting the ability to change colors. So Luna tried my best to capture how this looks on V79 PTC. Again, it's just baked into the OS rather than a setting. And you can actually see it here. It's incredibly subtle, but it actually looks like the system UI menus will be able to change depending on the background they're being shown on in MR. So, you know, they don't have the liquid glass effect. They just kind of change to the color of whatever they're on. I guess this may be using Android's Material U, I think that's what it's called, where Android is also able to change accent colors depending on, say, your wallpaper, but Meta is instead doing that based on MR content showing up behind it. I think it's really cool, and I think it's very subtle, but it is appreciated. I think this will definitely add to the continuity of what we're seeing inside the headset. So awesome. Small little change, but it is something that your brain does subconsciously notice, like good haptics. The Xbox edition, I actually posted about this, a community post, but the Xbox edition of the Quest 3S seems to already be sold out from Meta. So whether they just had a very small amount of these headsets in stock, or whether it was actually this popular, it's gone. Well, it's gone from Meta. Apparently, people are saying you can still find them in Best Buy and some other stores, and others are saying that it's actually sold out because of scalpers who are now selling it for twice the price on sites like eBay. Typical. Meta.com lists the Quest 3S Xbox Edition as sold out after going on sale 3 days earlier. Best Buy in the United States still lists the $400 limited edition device as available to buy, though with an unusual delivery or pickup window beginning July 10th. Oh, someone here says, I ordered mine from Best Buy on Wednesday and got it Friday. I haven't opened it yet though. Strangely, the pickup was set for July 10th, but the delivery was practically 2 days. So it looks like that might be a bug on Best Buy's site, but they do still appear to exist there. Pretty nice. Not all of them are gone to scalpers. WebXR apps on Quest can now use in-app payments, so in case you're a developer using WebXR, you can now implement in-app payments, hopefully allowing you to monetize your app and keep going. WebXR apps packaged as PWAs on the Meta Horizon store can now use in-app payments, letting web developers monetize their experiences. Of course, what makes WebXR unique is that you don't need an app store. You can host WebXR experiences on the open web without the approval of any XR platform holder, and anyone can access your experience through the headset's web browser. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. We actually spoke about this in the past, and there's even a Beat Saber clone on which you can play full Beat Saber tracks, full custom tracks, on the web without even having to download the app. You just launch the web page in the Quest web browser, and then from there you can press launch in XR. It's really, really cool and a really nice way of essentially making everything a bit more available to people, because we know app stores have limits and they have constraints, and not everyone wants to adhere to those. And now for some really good news in case you're looking for cheap game titles. We're back with Humble Bundle for summer of 2025. It's another pay what you want bundle, which means that if you pay at least $15.63, you get all of these 9 items. So we've got Vertigo 2, Hard Bullet, Until You Fall, The Light Brigade, Pirates VR, Moss Book 2, Mother Gunship Forge, Townsman VR, and a coupon 50% off Metro Awakening. Some pretty awesome titles there. So in case you guys are interested, this is a fantastic deal. It's been a while since we found one of these on Humble Bundle. Links will be down below, and if you use the link down below, it helps the channel out a little bit. You pay nothing extra, but we get a little bit in return. Now, here's something interesting about Xiaomi, or Xiaomi, depending on how you want to pronounce that name. I'm actually using a Xiaomi phone right now. But Xiaomi is known as a pretty large manufacturer of absolutely everything from China. They quite literally make everything. They make phones, washing machines. I actually don't know if they make washing machines, but they even make cars. So it's not too surprising to me that Xiaomi is apparently planning on getting into the smart glasses market to compete with Meta. Today, at Xiaomi's Human X Car X Home event, the Chinese tech giant revealed its answer to Meta and EssilorLuxottica's series of smart glasses. Reports from late last year alleged Xiaomi was partnering with China-based ODM Gore-Tech to produce a new generation of AI-assisted smart glasses, which was rumored to fully benchmark against Meta Ray-Ban glasses, notably not officially available in China. Now, Xiaomi has unveiled its first Xiaomi AI glasses, which include onboard Hyper Xiaomi AI voice assistant, 12-megapixel cameras with electronic image stabilization, 5 microphones, 2 speakers, and all of that driven by a low-power BES 2700 Bluetooth audio chip and Qualcomm Snapdragon AR1. So far, that's pretty toe-to-toe with Meta Ray-Bans and the recently unveiled Oakley Meta HSTN glasses. Like the Meta Ray-Bans, these don't include displays of any kind, but it's still really cool seeing other manufacturers jump into the smart glasses market. Now, the big thing here, of course, is going to be the fact that it's Xiaomi, and a lot of people are going to be against other people wearing glasses with cameras that are made by a Chinese company. So it's going to be interesting to see whether these glasses go on sale globally or whether they're going to be just China-based. Either way though, again, competition good for the end user and the consumer, so I'm loving this. And talking about China, they are also showcasing 6DoF video, which is really cool. China's 4DV AI released a WebXR demo of volumetric 6DoF videos created from 20 camera views, and you can try it right now on your VR headset. 4DV's technology uses Gaussian splatting, of course, fitting thousands of colored blobs, Gaussians in 3D space, so that new viewpoints can be rendered realistically. In recent years, Gaussian splatting has done for realistic volumetric rendering what large language models did for chatbots, propelling the technology from an expensive niche to shipping products like the Vario Teleport and Niantic's Scaniverse. While Gracia shipped a moving splats demo last year, that system took 6 minutes to train a single frame. In contrast, 4DV's paper claims its technology is 30 times faster, training a whole second of video in that time. This is pretty crazy. Honestly, I've been waiting for a while in order for us to get video that is fully 6DoF. So if you really think about this, it would allow us to create movies that are fully 6DoF without having to recreate them in something like Unity and render them. Yes, we've got 360 videos, but those aren't the same thing. This is fully 6DoF, meaning you can move around in the space, actually come close to objects, and not just move your head around 360. This is a very big deal. So I love seeing work on this done, and in case you guys too, the full upload VR article will be down below. So yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day or night, wherever you are in the world. If you like this one, please do leave a like. If you disliked it, I guess this button works too, but let me know why down below. If you're not yet part of our community, check out our Discord and our Reddit down below, where I want to see you posting your spicy memes. And thank you so much to all the Patreons supporting this channel. You guys are amazing. Seriously, much love. You are what makes this content possible, and it means the world to me. Seriously, thank you. And thank you if you support the channel in any other way, shape, or form as well. And as usual, if you want to be notified of content coming up on the channel, make smack the ground with your mobile and see you in the next video. Peace.